Listen, so I'm just starting my YouTube channel and I'm just gonna post this vertical video, not the best quality, but I can't wait to just voice my opinion. And today I'm gonna talk about this grifter, Candace Owens, and waking up from her spell felt like I was tricked. And I'm a Taurus, honey, so I don't like being tricked and I don't like being deceived. So yeah, I am not an American. I'm an Ethiopian. If you know anything about Ethiopians, you know why I am talking like this, but it's so stupid how much of a grift she is. Like, why the fuck are you talking about these celebrities? What is her name? Blake Lively and all these lawsuits and everything. Yeah, I know you cover pop culture, but usually you interrupt that when things are happening in the world, major news breaks out. But anything Trump does, he goes to different countries, has whatever. She voted for him. She fucking voted for him. She's a black person who voted for Trump and seeing the results of his actions and peep squat except Emmanuel Macron and all these theories. Probably true, probably not true. I don't give a fuck right now. But how does that not make you a coon as someone who was actively listening to you? And I was like, okay, like when people write and you're coming up with different ideas, yes, there are going to be haters. I believe that because I experienced that, not online but in real life. That's just how humans work. And I was like, okay, I understand Candace Owens. I'm not gonna listen to the hate. I'm just gonna listen to her points as someone who actually fact checks her and looks at all the documents. I can easily include different clips of her grifting, but I was like, she's learning. But now she's been on the media, and I kept on having hope, but it never really came to fruition because I didn't see any action. Only time I've seen visceral action made documentaries when it was against black people, Black Lives Matter. Yes, maybe it was rigged or whatever, but the impact is still there. People knew that we were outraged, and yeah, but that's the only time she was outraged because there was some money missing or whatever. Do you know how much money has been missing since Trump came into power? It's crazy, but she will never talk about that because she loves to be a bottom feeder. And I'm not going to call you names, but a bottom feeder I will, because literally you want to be there with the powerful people so bad that you're selling your soul. And the only time you won't sell your soul is when it's talking about something that benefits you or is around you, and you talk about, oh, you have to be a stay-at-home mom. The fact is, no matter how much you frame it or how much you try to contort it, you are not a stay-at-home mom, and you have created a career for yourself where you have the luxury to have babies upon babies upon babies with a white man and be able to do that because you have used your voice and put people under spells. Yes, you are powerful. Yes, I know you talk your shit, but you're also a liar. I just found out you're a liar. And the reason you've been protected so much from the visceral reactions of different even countries coming against you is because you're working with them. Yes, you are working with them. That's not a lie because I know it in my spirit, and it just doesn't add up, right? The type of things you say and the type of platform you have, it resonates with people because it's you. Not because you're working with them, not because they're giving you a platform. Yes, it's you. But you are the evil one because you are putting them under spells and still working with them. Like, and when they make mistakes, it's like peep squat, and she might say it because it has to be true, right? Someone has to say majority truth and a little bit of a lie, like a little sprinkle of a lie, for you to believe them, right? You can't say all lies or majority lies because then people wouldn't have trust in you. But you say majority truth, but you talk about some truths and you don't talk about some truths and you just leave them alone. I know she's aware. I know she looks at it. But why is she trying to divert attention? I haven't been listening to her new stuff or whatever, but it's like as soon as I caught that, I'm like, baby, I am not gonna be under no one's spells. I'm probably under some people's spells that I'm not aware of, but it just felt like I was being sold a lie, and it just feels like deep rooted self hatred and wanting to assimilate into impolite society. The most impolite people are white people. I don't know why you're trying so hard to justify them and to tell us to get over racism, to get over slavery, and just move on. Black people have the same rights. Da, da, da. That's where you started with, and that's where I'm gonna address you at, right? I'm not gonna talk about Blake Lively or whatever and debate you on anything because you like to move from topic to topic to topic. You're like a jack of all trades, right? Such a super smart person, but funny enough, you have no like solid message. It's like you get paid to create visceral movements, shake things up, and leave, and get to talk about something different. You have to be held accountable, and I do not like how you move because it's just I know you're smart and I know what you're capable of, and that's the sad part is like when someone who's capable but is also deeply disingenuous, it feels like you need to get checked. And also, yes, I'm saying this because you're black, because that skin color comes with a certain privilege, and yeah, we just have to say like we don't condone that, and yeah, you can be darker than me, darker than the sun and the moon, but if your heart does not resonate with darker black people, you do not get the spiritual rewards of not being the savages, not being the ones to enslave people, not being the ones to pass down to generations upon generations here racism and hatred and visceral reactions, right? You don't get to profit off of that because you are supporting them. And yeah, you are a white supremacist. Like logically, you can be black and a white supremacist. That's called internalized racism. You hate yourself and you hate us, and you're a liar. You're a trickster, and I just want to call you names, right? Like a baby. But it's like when someone's angry and you're like you love someone, it's like you can't even be coherent because like I used to love her, but I don't know her. As I said, these celebrities you don't know her. Candace for president. Candace da da da. Da. They're literally her dick on. Oh, wait, I just sorry, I didn't even bleep anything. You can tell I'm just making this video, but they're literally doing that to her in the comments. That's why she feels so high and mighty. But also, just know there's a power behind her. And of course, yes, your husband is not connected to American history, white elite, but white people came from Europe and he's a European and his father holds power. You said it from your mouth. So, honey, we know what's behind you, and you're a liar. You're a traitor. And look at your follower count and tell me. Post it. Let's see. Let's see your demographic, how it's divided. Let's see it. Bye.